We really want to thank Betika for coming in at this critical time in our football. We believe that the NSL is the heartbeat of the community, and more talents is at the community stage. NSL has 20 teams, and 3/4 of those teams are community teams. So by Betika coming to sponsor and even give kitting for the teams is a plus for football. And as I said earlier, that we are going to have big derbies in the community, and I think that they've done a good job to partner with NSL. The new season, as we say, it will be going to be a very, very tough season. As you see that NSL has been increasing yearly by yearly. For the first time, we have had all the 3 teams being promoted from the NSL to the KPL. Last year, we had teams that qualified who also remain in the KPL. That shows that the football that is in NSL is quite something to talk about. So this season is going to be a very, very tough season. Teams are equally prepared. Sponsors right now, many teams sponsors have come to NSL. Teams are having some good sponsorship. So we believe that NSL is going to be one of the top leagues to be watched in this country, if not even more than the KPL.
We are just coming out of COVID, where we had a lockdown. We had games were suspended, and even though they came back, spectators were not there. And this is the first time now we are going to start seeing spectators in stadiums, and we were still able to support the teams during that time. And I think third is that sometimes it's good to be associated with the should I say mwananchi, or should I say the grassroots, because that's really where the talent is coming from. So sometimes you want to nurture that. There's a bit more work and a little bit more emotion, a little bit more satisfaction. From 2019, we had a 3-year sponsorship worth 90 million every year. So one of the things is, obviously, we are going to look and see. There are many things in the background that we have to take into account. We have different kinds of taxes that were not there before. We have a lot of requirements in terms of advertising that basically have now come in. So, I mean, we're always going to look forward to partner with the National Super League and other sports federations. So far, I think it's been one of the most rewarding sponsorships that we've ever had. One, because we are supporting grassroots. 2, the kind of talent that we've been there. And of course, support from the federation. And it was also during a very difficult period in our country, in the moment of humanity, actually, something that has never happened before, where all countries are in lockdown, but you're still able to support teams. So from that also, it's also part of, there's more satisfaction in giving back, especially when you don't expect anything during that period. So that was a really emotional and rewarding time for us.
I think Betika has played a commercial developmental role that deserves praise. The federation alone, as we've said many times, cannot ensure that football wholesomely grows. And we are happy that 2 years plus with Betika, they have stayed with us, even when the industry has experienced adverse effects from regulation and COVID. And then today is yet another opportunity or another proof that Betika's footprint into the development of Kenyan football is intact. And as a federation, we are happy. The work now for the federation, for the clubs, is to ensure then that they get value, so that we could maybe extend this contract to the remaining 1 year, to maybe take it to another 3 or 4 years. And it's really a plus, because the money aspect, most people do not talk about, but the money aspect in running, in the day-to-day running of clubs, is very key. And Betika has demonstrated that they can help. It is not enough. We continue to negotiate with Betika themselves and other sponsors to ensure then that we have at least we reach somewhere where clubs are not suffering financially. So it's work in progress for the federation, but it's kudos for Betika. And now the ball, I think it's on the court of the clubs as we look forward to the kickoff of the National Super League on the 6th of November.